I mean, it took me, going back to numbers, it
Yeah.
took me 2.5 years of persevering before I started to get a wage out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
3 talks in the first year, 11 in the second year.
Gosh.
I know the numbers, 78 in year 3. And I didn't start earning a wage until about April of that third year. I know all the
Wow.
numbers. I'm sad, aren't I? There's
You've
probably a name for this.
You got a number obsession, innit? I love it. But I wouldn't know that. But all I know is in my first year, I probably earned about £2.50. That's all I know. Do you know what I mean? And that's the reality, you know. And I think people need to know that, don't they?
Yeah.
And people do leave. You know, we're both fellows of PSA. People do come into PSA, and people do leave the PSA sometimes, unfortunately. And that is because it's a tough business.
It is a tough business.
And sometimes they don't maybe put the full effort in, or do you think maybe the story's not sellable? You know, you've got to be able to sell what you also do, haven't you?
You do. See, what I did at the beginning is I looked at what others were doing.
Okay.
Like W. Mitchell, who is the speaker that inspired me back at the Belfry in 2006. I bought his DVD. It cost me £40 from flying in from America, and I studied everything, the little ways in which he moved and the pauses. So if you're going to do this, do it.
Yeah.
If you're going to be in the PSA, be in the PSA. Get around, meet the people, form relationships. Go down to London, go to Manchester, go to Leeds, go to Scotland. See, when you really grab hold of this, you can create that success, but most people won't.
I see.
But I was determined. When I started my speaking career, I just had a child. I was using all the funds from my book, so I needed to make it work. And when you need to make it work, you'll find that energy. You'll do everything.
So why do you think then? Why do you think people maybe don't put the full effort in? Why do you think that?
Yeah, it's that. You know, we like to compare ourselves against other people, and you know, there's a lot of people out there, not just in the speaking world, but a lot of people paint a rosy picture of how well they're doing. If you're new to the business and everybody appears to be doing really well and you're not, you can understand why some people might think, "Oh, this is not for me. I'm not getting there." And if I'd have done that in year 2, which I probably earned about £3,000 in year 2, I mean, luckily for me, I had the money to fall back on. But it would have been understandable if I'd have just filmed the town. So you can't achieve success overnight, but get in the PSA, speak to others, get around, become known, work on your message, your stagecraft, invest, buy the books, pay for the training. I must have been on 7 training days over the years.
Yeah.
Best one I ever went on was Warren Evans. Spent a weekend with him, 5 or 6 people. That was actually a recommendation from Alan Stevens. Go work with him. He was a master at speaking, and just so I learned a hell of a lot. But you've got to do these things, and it's just picking things up as you go along, but then applying them to your not just to your presentation, but to your business.
I see.
We were speaking earlier about what you do with your video screens in your office, and that's what you need to do. Be around people that are out there doing it. Learn from them, bounce ideas, get in a mastermind group.
Yeah. Very good, very good. So that's great. So there you might want to slow this video down and take some notes. Take some notes, because I'm not. You know, we're both fast speakers, but no, there's actually so much information there that you can take away. You know, have you got something that's sellable? Are you going to be able to put that into practice? Are you willing to put the energy behind it? Yeah. You know, and we've all got other challenges, haven't we? We've got family and everything else, but we still need to decide: are we going to fully go for this? Yeah. And I think the reason people don't commit, I think, is the fear of failure. Because there's a thing, but you know, because we're scared of failing, it's a human thing. Then it means that if we think we don't put a full effort in, we think it's easier if you do fail, as opposed to fully going for it and then learning from the failures. Because I've failed lots of times, and you have too, I guess. Yeah. You know, we all have, haven't we?
Yeah, I have. You know, I've got a really simple approach to life. If he's doing it, if she's doing it and succeeding, well, I'm going to do it then.
Right. Okay.
What are they doing?
Yeah.
What are they doing? If people are paying them for that kind of story, I've got that kind of story, well, then I know there's a market for it. I'll just need to kind of do some of what they're doing. I'll tell you one of the biggest things I learned, and it was to do with my website. Well, a couple of things to do with my website. Yeah. I used to say, I'm Richard McCann, and I'm a best-selling author, and I'm a speaker, and blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Who cares what you're going to do for my clients? So one of the big things I learned, and it was a few years into my career, is on your website, in all the stuff you put out there, have at the back of your mind, or on your website in particular, make sure that you're speaking to the person that's going to book you. I can inspire your people to reach greater heights, I can help your not
Very good.
not Richard McCann. That's on another page. We'll come to that later.
Okay, right.
You tell me what you can do for my people, for my staff, for my bottom line. Speak in that way.
And is that on the front page of your website?
Front page of the website.
Okay.
Straight on the website. I'm talking to the person that's going to book me. One of the mistakes I see, particularly coaches who want to get into speaking,
Yeah.
you go onto their homepage and they talk about, I can help you overcome your limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm talking to the individual. Well, the individual's not going to book you. It's the client.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the L&D manager. It's the HR manager,
okay.
whoever. Speak to them
Yeah.
about their team's limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
And the other thing I was told regarding, your front of house, your shop front, is if you're going to be a speaker, do everything you can to give the impression that you are a speaker out there doing the business.
Yeah.
So get the suit. Remember Molly Harvey, God bless her. She meant it was from the heart, but she was so spot on. I showed her a speaker showreel back in 2007. She went, "It's good, but buy a decent suit."
Right.
She was right. She was right. It didn't fit me right. My belt was hanging out. So if you're going to go out and charge a few £1,000, look as though you're charging a few £1,000.
I see. Yeah,
So
yeah.
all these little things that you just pick up.
So the
and
photographs on your website match the text, and that, it all joins up. That's what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, but also when you arrive there, let's have you look at the
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
Although I have to say, over the years, I have changed my. I used to go always with the suit on. But, you know. I mean, we're in a changing world, and in fact, I was with a high street bank. I was with a high street bank 2 weeks ago, and I thought, best suit.
Yeah.
Got there. This is the leadership team. Everybody's in jeans.
Oh, I see. Right.
Everybody's in jeans. Oh, didn't get the note that we have to dress down. It was dressed down day.
Okay.
But no, I didn't. So I whipped off the tie. My point is, if it wasn't for Barclays Bank, what I do whenever I can now is I will dress down. I'll go smart. I'll have my jeans on with a nice shirt, with a nice metal bar, with the cufflinks, nice jacket, brilliant shoes. So as much as wearing a suit's important, I don't think it's as
Yeah. But
as important as it might have
effort,
been.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that could
Yeah,
be
I
confidence, doesn't it? I think you've got to
Sure.
hold your head up high and say, I'm wearing my jeans.
Yes.
Unless
I
they,
understand.
unless they insist.
Yeah, that's great. So, wow, tons of information there. We're coming up to the restaurant now, so we can grab some lunch. But just tell people where they can get hold of you and find out more about you, Richard.
Well, first of all, that's not a restaurant, that's Greg's. Tell them the truth.
That's Greg's.
Let's be authentic, Lee. It's Greg's.
We're pulling up. I can't see it on the corner. Yeah, we're going to Greg's and then followed by a McDonald's. Yeah, I understand.
People can get hold of me on my website.
At Greg's.
At
Greg's.com.
See me at Greg's, me Lee. richardmccann.co.uk is where you can get hold of me, my resources, my contact details, my videos, and such like.
Fantastic. Oh, yeah, and you also do boot camps for people who want to be speakers as well, don't you? Is that
I
right?
wear 3 hats. I'm a keynote speaker.
Yeah.
I do presentation skills training. That's icanspeak.co.uk.
Yeah.
I also do full days on mindset for the public, and that's icanlive.co.uk. So there's another thing there. You have to divert. You don't have to, but diversification.
Yeah.
Where can you take your content, your knowledge, and understanding of the world,
Okay.
and put it out there in the marketplace?
Yeah, different audiences.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've spoken on one of Richard's days. They're always great fun. Loads of positive people there, aren't they? And we've seen some of those become professional speakers too, haven't we?
Absolutely, some great success stories from those that have attended. But listen,
it's fantastic.
I've loved this. In fact, you've inspired me, Lee. You've inspired me to stop eating at Greg's, but also to maybe do some of these of my own. So it's great, love it. Well, so let me know when we're recording.
That's it. I think we might have recorded. So big thanks to Richard McCann. I'm Lee Jackson, President of the Professional Speaking Association, and you've been watching Speakers Talking About Speaking. Thanks, Rich.
Thank you, cheers, Lee.
Cheers.